Not that I needed proof it existed, but the location of the Ark of the Covenant has officially been found. This is where the 2 tablets of the 10 Commandments are being kept, but something about this just feels off to me, and this is why. The CIA confirmed the location and existence of this through remote viewing. Now they're saying that this is being safeguarded by entities of unknown power, and this is a declassified CIA document. Now personally, when I hear remote viewing, I proceed with caution. If you don't know what this is people who claim to see and describe things without personally seeing it. They use extrasensory perception. It's basically psychics who can describe what's happening in another part of the world without physically seeing it. What's interesting about this is the CIA and military actually funded a top secret program called Project Stargate, gathering psychics to use remote viewing for military strategies, and some people in the past were weirdly accurate, but eventually the program got shut down. In my opinion, it's just hard to believe. But in 1988, the viewer was tasked with the Ark of the Covenant, and this is how he described it. The target is protected by entities and can only be opened by those who are authorized to do so. This container will and cannot be opened until the time is deemed correct. Once it is time to open the container, the mechanics of the lock system will be found to be fairly simple. They said this before adding a warning to potential plunderers. Individuals opening the container by prying or striking are destroyed by the container's protectors through the use of a power unknown to us. That's wild. They said the purpose of the target is to bring people together. It has something to do with ceremony, memory, homage, the resurrection. There's an aspect of spirituality, information, lessons, and historical knowledge far beyond what we know now.
Ethiopia is the only country in the world that actually claims to have the Ark of the Covenant. I found out this information because I was looking into the Ethiopian Bible. It's the most ancient and most original version of the Bible. Everything else that came out, for me, is like a bad copy. Don't even get me started when King James put his dirty mitts on it, what happened there. There are going to be people that are going to tell you, oh no, he commissioned others to translate it. There was a whole bunch of people. Yeah, sure. Coming from the guy that knew all about witchcraft and demonology and made the book Demonologie and told everyone that we needed to learn about the reality of witches. Oh, not to mention how he gave permission to his aunt, the Queen of England, to off and behead his own mother, Mary, the Queen of Scots. Have you ever seen the TV show Reign? Yeah, James is Mary's son. You can do that math later. Let's get back to why the Ethiopian Bible is the best version of the Bible one could have. Well, one, it has all the books that they removed afterwards. Like, why am I supposed to listen to the Council of Nice, like these old men that gathered together and decided what future generations were going to know and what they weren't going to know? How about we go back and actually learn the real stories before they were tainted by man? So let's get back to Ethiopia and why they literally say they have the Ark of the Covenant. And I believe them because the Ethiopian Bible is full of truths that regular Bibles that came afterwards don't have. So they have an ancient church of Saint Mary of Zion, where allegedly the Ark of the Covenant was kept for hundreds and hundreds of years. And now the Ark has been moved to a chapel, and this chapel is guarded by armed men. Why are there armed men in front of a chapel? There aren't in front of the other ones. See what I mean? There's something of value in there that is so valuable that they put armed guards. The entire town is an armed camp, and they are protecting what they believe to be the Ark of the Covenant. Joe Rogan in a podcast was like, well, maybe somebody should go down there and check it out, see what's going on. They won't let you. Have you lost your mind? They won't let you. They will not let anyone, even reporters, get even close to it. If you'd like to learn more about the Ethiopian Bible and learn extra truths that other Bibles don't tell you, I got mine, well, the first one. Then I ordered a special book just of that. But I was introduced to it from a book called The Lost Book of the Bible, and I got it on Amazon. Once I saw what was in it, I actually ordered the complete Ethiopian Bible. And for me, it's a very important book, and it goes hand in hand with the Dead Sea Scroll book that I got. You think that the Ethiopians have the Ark of the Covenant? I mean, it would make sense.
The CIA just declassified documents that confirm the discovery of the Ark of the Covenant. These documents are dating all the way back to 1988 under Project Sunstreak, which was a subset of the infamous Stargate. And the CIA employed remote viewing, and I quote, which are techniques to locate the Ark. Remote viewing involves individuals perceiving details about distant or unseen targets without the use of their physical senses. In other words, they had employed psychics. To give you a deeper understanding of that, Stargate, and I quote, which was initiated during the Cold War, was a clandestine program exploring the potential of psychic phenomena for intelligence gathering. The project aimed to harness extrasensory perception to gain insights into foreign adversaries' activities. You can search up on the CIA.gov website, where there is a declassified document called Project Sunstreak. And the details of this session were a remote viewer identified as Viewer 032 was tasked with describing a specific target, later revealed to be the Ark of the Covenant. And in that session, in those documents, Viewer 032 identifies a wooden object roughly 3 feet long, which was adorned with gold and silver, and also featured these winged images, which is strikingly similar to the wings of the cherubs described in Scripture. And Viewer 032 also referred that this discovery was somewhere along the Middle East, surrounded by buildings, and I quote, with domes resembling mosques, and men dressed in white robes speaking Arabic. But this is where it gets even crazier. The document mentions that the object is protected by entities and can only be accessed by those authorized to do so. And the unauthorized attempts of people who tried to go in forcefully, things happen to them and their families. When Viewer 032 goes on to describe these entities, they are not human entities. They are described as deities or a type of celestial being, and even goes on to say or call them seraphim. What?
They believe that this one church in Ethiopia actually possesses the Ark of the Covenant, and that these priests that are supposedly guarding this, they all exhibit signs of radiation poisoning.
Yes, they go blind, they die quickly, and then somebody else, and one priest at a time, is allowed to be like the caretaker of the Ark. And
how long do they live?
They want to say like a couple years, something like that. I can't remember.
Really?
It's been not very long, yeah.
The Ark of the Covenant is guarded particularly by one guy, the official guardian of the Ark, and he's elected by other monks to be the guardian of the Ark. Several of them have run away, because once you're elected when the previous one has died, you're going to be kept in that chapel forever. You'll never be allowed to leave it. And I met 3 of them over a succession of years, because once they're appointed, they die very soon. And they all had these cataracts over their eyes, and they all blamed the object in that chapel for causing their blindness.